What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to WWE 2K 25. Now again, I've had this game for about a week now, and one thing I want to recommend what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna do this year's MyRise just like last year. But before I do that, I just want to give you guys a heads up. Okay, this mode here, New York, best in the world, it is glitched. Okay, it is glitched, and what I mean by that is, this first match against, I had to fight Kofi Kingston. You can only use gold superstars, and they can't use finishers or signatures. I spent nearly an hour and 30 minutes. I got Kofi to red health in his head, body, legs, and arms. He kicked out of everything. And I just quit out. I got so agitated, I beat up the referee and got disqualified. So I looked up how people were actually beating this. And there's a glitch you can, well, not a glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch or not. But there is a way to do it. I don't want to point to it just in case, it's still not aware by the devs. But what I recommend is you jump straight to my faction, unlock New York as soon as possible, and do this best in the world thing with that method that's out there. Because I promise you they're going to patch it out, and when they do, there will be no way to beat it. I guarantee you. But that being said, let's jump into MyRise. Now this year, MyRise is going to be a combination of both male and female. So, importing characters. Once you've navigated to the what? Okay, so it looks like I can only import him, it looks like. Which is weird because I have import selected. Hold on, let me check something right quick. Yeah, cause see, I have two superstars here. But I was gonna start off with the male this time anyway. So I guess I'll go ahead and import him. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll import both of them. Why are they going to start me off at 76? I was a 99 overall. Let's jump into MyRise.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft. Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a chief content officer, I'm gonna drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era.
You see them shoes, man? He got the shoes shining. Yeah. So I'm starting with the men's division this time. But this Mutiny one, supposedly this MyRise is going to include both characters. So there isn't going to be a male and then a female one. They're going to both be in the same MyRise. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is they also added intergender matches back to this game for some reason. I wonder if that means at the end it's going to be, my male character versus my female character. Who knows? They might be working together. Never know. I guess I'll just have to find out.
This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already
oh yeah, and by the way, I am not recording this on PS5, so you might actually hear superstar themes this time, because I did not put on content creator safe mode, because I'm not monetizable right now anyway, so it wouldn't matter to me one way or the other, but let's see. And if I'm not mistaken, the difficulty should be put on legend. I will make sure it is before I start. I'm going to be a top superstar from another promotion, and WWE has poached me from, TVD. Yeah, they poached me from TVD.
As the top star of another promotion. That's right. I think you know who I'm talking about. They could be the next AJ Styles, the next Jade Cargill, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
Only thing that suit is missing is a tie. The draft and the Furious. Did they really just say the draft and the Furious? Oh, they respect my luchador heritage. I get to keep my mask on. Nice. Although I don't like these street clothes. I don't know what's going on here. After a coin toss between the GMs, WWE Raw has won the right to have the first pick in next week's WWE draft. Rumors are swirling of who it could be. Tasia Tastic is back after 3 years? There's been 3 years now of MyRise with Tasia Tastic. The craziest rumor I've seen is Common Fury. What? Okay. Social media provides another way to engage. Although last year you couldn't really engage that much, right? Triple H, the new era forges ahead next Monday on Raw with the start of the draft. Okay. Larden? Yes, Triple H, the new era does begin next week, and it will be built on old bones. What? CM Punk. Some of you need to stop listening to criticism from people you wouldn't ask advice from. What are you even talking about, bro? NXT. This week on WWE NXT, the intergender NXT Unity Tag Team Champions JCJ and Lexis King will defend their titles against Shawn Spears and Call Me Psycho. Is that Psycho Sally? Who will walk away with the gold? If that's Psycho Sally, I'm rooting for Sally. No doubt. OG Rose. Don't miss the latest of TBT. Featuring the Battle of Las Vegas 10. It's going to be fire. I'm not going to knock Rose. That last year's, aside from that whole demonic angle, 2K24's MyRise was pretty cool. Although I didn't get around to the male version, at least this year. Both of them will be in this one. Alright, Mark for Life. Hearing that Common Fury's contract has expired and they're officially a free agent, And now the draft is next week. Coincidence? I mean, I could have let my contract expire, you know what I'm saying? I've seen all the reports online, and we go way back. So can you give me a hint of where you're headed next? Is it WWE? If not, you know you're always welcome here at TBD. Rose. This is MyRise Hub menu. If the Switch player menu is available, that means you can select it to play storylines or live event matches as your other player character. You can also check your social media and story progress, customize your look, entrance, and victory, and upgrade your attributes. Wait, live event matches? What is that? Should I save? Okay, difficulty is on legend. I'm turning entrance off. And that should be good enough. Social media is a buzz. Story progress. This is where you put your attributes. My attributes are all 1. Oh wait, I got some available points. Striking must go up. Grappling must go up. Defense and resilience. Aerial. I can still do one more. Then let me do aerial and running. Alright. I'm at least a 78 overall. Oh my gosh. This is MyRise Hub. You can discover new story opportunities. Yeah, I'm familiar with how MyRise works. But not this guy. Not Troy Simpkin. How are you still employed, my dude?
Hello there. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Troy Simpkin, seasoned and esteemed WWE producer.
Hey, Troy. Nice to meet you too.
We are so excited for your arrival in WWE. And by the way, I've heard how things are handled where you're coming from, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Nothing but professionalism on this side of the fence.
Lies.
Don't believe everything you read online, but that's good to know. So, what's the plan?
We want your impending debut at the draft to stay top secret. So to keep all the internet sleuths guessing, management thought it would be a good idea for you to compete for another promotion one last time. So, where do you want to go?
Japan, Mexico. You know what? Let me give Rose some flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because she had to deal with a lot with old girl from last year.
I think a match on the US indie scene would get people talking. Can you book me in TBD?
Sure thing. Just don't get injured. And a win would be nice. We'd look like idiots if our big free agent lost before their debut.
Got it. I'll take care of business.
Well...
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you look good on draft night.
What are you getting at?
It's just that in the past, WWE superstars had to wear whatever we told them to for their non-ring attire. And as much as I miss those days, that's no longer how it works around here. It's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever you want.
You remember how...
So I can dress how I want to dress? I assumed that was the case, but thanks for confirming.
All right, we better wrap this up before any looky-loos start pulling out their phones. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Remember how last year I was like, if this is how it is in WWE, I wouldn't want to be there? Well, looks like they made some changes. Jade Cargill. And that is no exaggeration on her biceps. Like, Jade Cargill is strong.
Hey! It's been a bit. How have you been?
Been a bit? When did we ever meet?
Busy. Good to see you again, Jade. You've been on one run in WWE. Not that I'm surprised. When we worked together, I always knew you were destined for big things.
I appreciate that. And from what I'm hearing, you might be following in my footsteps.
Maybe. You never know where I'll show up next.
Jade is in an interesting story angle right now. With Bianca and Naomi. It'll be... hopefully, if WWE does it right, it'll end up in like a championship feud at WrestleMania.
Really? Because I just saw you talking to a WWE producer. But if you don't want to say, I respect that.
Thanks, Jade. See you soon. Maybe.
Man, stop giving away, boy. Giving away secrets. Boy. Go to your match right now. Don't miss the hottest free agent in wrestling, Common Fury versus Cole Quinn. Wait, what? Now I don't know what to think. Wait, Cole Quinn? Really? And this is on Legend, too. Asuka's new theme. Oh, they didn't let it play out. What's up, Cole? What you got, boy? Ooh. I can't promise no injuries because it's on Legend, so if I get injured, it's up. Oh, ooh, I bet that hurt. I was too late. Nah, boy. That man was caught. Wait a minute. Am I tripping? I did do the male thing last year, didn't I? I must be tripping. I did do it because I remember, because it was with Gigi Dolan. She had won the women's championship. I had won the men's championship, and it was the Miz that was messing us over all the time and whatnot. Yeah. I'm tripping, bro. I'm tripping. Cole Quinn, huh? Tiger suplex. I know that hurt, boy. You can stay down. I know that hurt. What? No way. Ref, how legal is that? Ouch. Get off me. Ooh. Okay, hold up. Take that Triple H knee. Ooh. Nah, son. Eat this. Did you just do a backflip? I know you are mad after that. You should never let somebody make you backflip, bro. Just putting that out there. He's stunned. What? That second hit is so funny to me because he takes so long. Come on, ref. Okay. What? Cole Quinn got strength like that? I doubt it. Oh, this is how you want to play, huh? Got another one for you? Okay. Got another one for you? You got some good hits in there, boy. No! It went too fast. Okay, what you got? What you got, boy? It's over. Is that it? Victory is assured. The way that LA Knight hits. Ah, Roman's theme. You know what? I might need to put commentary back on. Common Fury is here for the start of the draft at WWE Raw. Don't miss this huge night. Is that it? Is that all the social media buzz? Hold on. Can I can't do it here. But yeah, it looks like with subtitles off, the commentary, I mean, with commentary off, I thought it would just be for the match, but it apparently it's not. Kathy Kelly.
Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions before the draft. I know you just got here and must be getting pulled in 100 different directions, so I'll try to make this quick.
No problem. And it's Kathy, right? Good to meet you.
You too. Well, you've competed all over the world and most recently were a star for a rival company. What personality traits led to your success?
Bold and brash, comedic and fun, scheming and calculated. I would say comedic and fun.
I'll go with what I use on my dating app. I don't like to take things too seriously. I like a good reality TV show, scrolling endlessly through silly pet videos on my phone, and when I'm not busy with that, I enjoy bashing people's heads in. So, I guess you could say I'm a bit more comedic and fun.
Honestly, I was not expecting that.
Me either.
What can you say about the rumors that are swirling around tonight?
They're all true. Akam and Razar and I are starting a boy band.
I meant the rumors about you going #1 overall in the draft.
Oh, right. Well, it would mean a lot, but it's just an opportunity. You still need to win matches and championships, or none of this draft stuff matters.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
I don't like my dude's arms. They kind of imply something. You know what I'm saying? But hold on for a second. Hold on. Options menu. So can I save? Like, do I have to manually? I do have to manually save. Yeah, I wanna do something first. All right, so I turned the commentary back on. So now I'll see if that makes a difference with like Michael Cole and them. So let's talk to Hunted Hurst Helmsling.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay? I know it's tough. New surroundings, big expectations, especially with everything lined up tonight.
What's tonight?
The draft?
Oh, I was mainly here to work on some choreography with Akam and Razar. But I guess I could squeeze in some time for the draft.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's interesting that Triple H actually made time to do voice acting for this, with all the stuff he has to do with all the shows. As it is, like, he putting in work with the WWE, man. That shows he really is like dedicated to the company, you know.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Harlem Heat.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick.
Dude,
So let's not wait any longer.
I hate to say
The
this.
first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw, is honored to select the future of WWE.
Look at his bottom lip. I can't unsee it now.
Draft, and wow, it's a good one. Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent. We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype. Good luck topping this SmackDown. Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here. Talk about ruining a moment. What the heck? Who was that? Oh, where's security? Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
What just happened, bro? Like, we starting out with beef? Becky Lynch, don't you start with me. Common Fury made history as the first overall pick of the WWE draft. Raw and Scrap Daddy AP got a good one. Scrap Daddy AP? You can't ignore it. The new era has begun. Who is Larden? But she better not start with me at Oatmeal Girl. Don't miss the hottest free agent in wrestling. Oh, yeah, we already seen that. Triple H. We're looking into what happened as we take our talent safety seriously. Definitely not how we operate around here. We have it handled, though, so stay positive and focus on what's next. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you say so, bro. I want to build a defense and resilience before anything else. Can I add anything else? I cannot. Stop. Man, just jump me from behind, bro. Adam Pearce. Adam, you got some explaining to do.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here in WWE? Maybe I would have been better off staying where I was.
Don't be like that. This is the chaos happens backstage, bro.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Pay no attention to the crazed masked attacker. Understood.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Nah, put me up against your top talent, bro. I ain't want to fight no local opponent.
Hey, you all right?
I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling.
Wait a minute.
Next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
Wait a minute. He said a familiar face from a previous promotion? WWE. Any wrestling fan knows where CM Punk was recently. Okay. What are y'all trying to say here for real? Alright, boy, what do you want? What do you want, man? What do you want?
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, yeah?
The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries.
Triple H, what is wrong with you, bro? You promoted this guy?
I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself. because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
HMU.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. Alright, I guess I'm going to my next match. Tune in next week when the first overall pick, Common Fury, makes their WWE debut on Raw. I think Larden is trying to mess up my debut.
I'm sure that our newest superstar and
Who
number one
is
draft pick
this?
is thrilled to get into the ring and put the events of last week's draft behind him.
If a fraction of the hype is real, the attack of the draft will soon be nothing but a speed bump in what will likely be a long and fruitful WWE career.
That second punch is so funny.
Flattening Adrian Bump, who drew the short straw to end up as sacrificial roach.
Nah.
With a counter power slam. Ooh. Oh, they clutch their opponent's wrist.
Get up,
Look
boy.
at this.
Yeah.
And now a series of stomps and kicks.
You can't
No.
get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win. Oh, and a forearm.
Well, hey, at least you didn't
And back to the
backflip.
battering there.
Well, this is what he's trained for, to be able to put up with this kind of damage.
Bro, fight back at this point. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Oh, he didn't do it. Ooh.
Man, just a multitude of strikes.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault. Every counter being answered with another. Vicious right forearm. Dodges away.
Ooh.
A roundhouse. Look at this. Summers
Bro, I'm not letting up. You're gonna have to get up and fight.
And landed a direct hit. Came in like a wrecking ball. I've never seen that hit so hard
You got jelly legs.
From the outside now.
His adrenaline is pumping right now.
Count him out, ref. What are you doing?
Broadcast live from over 200 different arenas in over 150 cities over the years. It's not truly Monday night until you've tuned into Raw. And just planting them with that DDT there.
Are you done, boy? Are you done? Let me see.
Just gets the shoulder up.
And frustration might be starting to set in.
What kind of move was that?
Timed his defense perfectly.
Looking for the back suplex.
Ooh. Get on up.
Super kick! Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here. Outlook is bad for Buck.
2 count.
Simple, but effective.
For the number 1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
Not this again. It's the same attacker from the draft. Where's security? Come on.
Get out the ring,
He's
boy.
taking matters into his own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
Nah, come back here.
They're not getting away. The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT? Not surprised with his
Tony
track record.
We're
D'Angelo.
going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
Why would Tony D'Angelo be after me? I'm new here.
I'm on my own.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him?
We're going to get some answers. And we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
Normally, I'd have a clever one-liner response. We'd maybe go back and forth a bit. It'd be a hoot. But it looks like I've got to be both good cop and bad cop. And bad cop says, start talking.
The new era has arrived.
Why did you target me, bro?
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
And yes, in case you're wondering, Tony D'Angelo is supposed to be like a mob boss type, like an Italian mob boss. That's why he's talking like that. Who's them?
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lord Don.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
I meant what I said. Talent safety is a top priority in WWE, so I apologize if we weren't able to stop Tony D'Angelo before he assaulted you again. But you will get your hands on him in a match. Then management will deal with him accordingly, and this will be over. This will all be over. I hope so, Huntinghurst Helmsling. I hope so. You got CM Punk. I got some time. We got CM Punk. Let's see what he got to say.
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
You know what? I'm willing to bet money CM Punk is behind it all. Because he's the only wrestler so far that has come to talk to me about any of this.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
Yeah, I think so too. It's not over.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's got to be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Who is Lord Don? So it's Lord Don. What does that even mean? It's official. Next week on Raw, Common Fury will have a chance at revenge against Tony. You know what? I have a feeling I'm going to get jumped. Revenge will be had. I have so many theories about this Lord Don account. Me too. This is getting interesting. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to know who it was, you know? Bret Hart.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined two
Boy,
nights, and tonight his
get up.
is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo. Oh! Escape that in a hurry. Oh.
Take this DDT, son.
DDT!
Unleash Fury on... Yeah, since I got side quests. How did they get hit by that second punch?
Strong suplex.
Hit your finishing move on... Oh, okay, so...
In the face. And it looks like he might have just caught Tony D napping.
Nothing unexpected. He knows
He
he has
reversed.
a huge challenge in front of him.
Nah.
A string of counters.
He'll take things into the ring.
Oh, D'Angelo anticipated that.
What now? Foot right to the belly.
Ow.
Elbow drop.
What do you mean early? He didn't even do his move. Get off me, boy.
Vicious running knee lift. D'Angelo one step ahead.
Good defense there.
He's looking banged up here, guys.
Get off that ring, boy.
Top and hit the floor hard. There's absolutely no regard for your opponent's safety when you toss them to the outside like that.
Get back in here. And get back out there, boy.
All the way to the floor.
This one is headed to the outside, not by choice. Hard to come back from that kind of impact.
That dude did a backflip. I want you to be stunned when I do this special because y'all like to reverse too much on Legend.
He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
Yeah, this is where the longer this match goes on, the more trouble
Get on up.
is. Hold on. He's just measuring him now. That was vicious. That could be curtains.
Defeat Tony by pinfall or submission. Oh, I actually won.
The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals. Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about. Now what? Is that Charlie Dempsey? What the going
He's
on?
beating up. What?
G.T. Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys.
Oh, y'all gotta jump, people, huh? Y'all gotta jump, folks. That's what it is.
This is a full-on invasion.
Last Legend is beating up Rey Mysterio.
NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Ow! What? She hit Pierce?
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out
Charlotte?
And
Charlotte!
gets down too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody do something.
Don't you hit me with that chair. Don't you hit me with that chair.
It's Bailey and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
I don't... What? What?
Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
Bailey! Bailey!
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bailey said it herself. Unbelievable.
Now, I didn't trust Kevin Owens from the jump, but Bailey? Really? Bailey? I'm going to let it slide because, you know, I'm going to let it slide because it's Bailey. But Kevin Owens, we got to talk, bro. Nikita Lyons, we got to talk. That theme.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me.
What?
But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget, I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this?
Triple H.
Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
And who already did one invasion in the past? Triple H.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment.
Not really.
I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
At this point, I don't know what to believe because Triple H, as DX, Triple H invaded WCW. You know, he's not a stranger to this. He did create NXT, and NXT think about it. Look at all the NXT stars aside from Kevin Owens, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. Let me see, Bianca Belair, and maybe Rhea Ripley. All the other NXT stars are being used as like fodder on the main roster.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from...
a rival promotion. But the only, like, yeah, who would be let's just say a rival promotion.
They're from a rival promotion.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date. We used to train together. We grew up together. Like, we grew up together. I think it's the best option because we formed a bond over multiple decades. You know, we found as far as used to date, that wouldn't mean anything. Like, nobody takes dating seriously. Well, I won't say nobody, but not very many people take dating seriously nowadays. Now it's just more of a PR stunt. Training together, if we were rivals, you know what I'm saying? I can only assume this is our other MyRise character. So I'll say
we grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
No more hiding in the shadows or playing third wheel. NXT mutiny is here. You wanted a new era? Well, now you have it. And tonight was just the beginning. We have numbers including top stars from the so-called main roster. We are the main roster now. I stand with NXT Mutiny. Who is this? Braun Breaker? Breaker? So do I. And I know Arch of Infamy and JD McDonough do too. Mutiny for life. So EO Sky is Mutiny? NXT has been the lifeblood of this company, only to be pillaged every year in the draft, and then its stars watered down for the masses. But this mutiny changes everything. We will not stop until we are the only brand left in WWE. First of all, I'm an NXT alumni who does not support this mutiny. But Triple H, you gotta say or do something about this. You gonna say or do something about this? I have to agree with Kevin Owens. Like, there's only been a few NXT stars that have actually, come out and actually done something, Look at all these. I might not have been drafted, but I was picked first overall to kickstart the mutiny. Make no mistake, this is my new family. Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is actually like in control of NXT. I've been working behind the scenes at NXT for years now. I supported many of these superstars along the way, but I do not support this NXT mutiny. I know Triple H will handle this sooner than later. Why wouldn't you support this, Shawn? You were part of the invasion of WCW, remember? The real Kevin Nash. Oh boy, we're going to have a lot to cover on the podcast this week. I know, right? John Cena. John Cena, don't talk into what you did at Elimination Chamber, boy. I've seen this type of thing before when I was a victim of the Nexus attack years ago. It's dangerous, and I fear for what's to come. Oh, I thought I said Gigolo. Gigi Dolan. I was sick of waiting for a call-up. She has still been in NXT for a while now, hasn't she? I hope this isn't how superstars really feel over there. I was sick of waiting for a call-up. Thanks to Bayley and Kevin Owens, all of NXT just got a call-up. I mean, we were right in front of you this entire time, hidden in plain sight. You just needed to change your perspective. From a different angle, Lardon is Orlando, where this movement started. Now Mutiny will finish it. Okay. Oh, I stand with the mute. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what we just got through reading. Was this JC Jane? As one half of the intergender NXT Unity Tag Team Champions with Lexus King, we are innovators, creators of change. Tonight, we changed WWE forever. Yeah, you beat up Charlotte Flair. How dare thou? How dare thou? Continue the story, I guess. Oh wait, I'm almost at time. Hope you're doing okay after all of that. Just wanted to let you know that you have my full support. Raw and SmackDown will come together to stop this mutiny dead in its tracks. Nick Aldis? Nick, boy, if you don't shut your mouth. Oh, it's over? Samantha has wrestled for the top promotion.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
I'm ride or die. I've been ready for a change. I can make that work. I've been ready for a change. I'll say I'm ride or die.
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
Okay. And try to win. Because if you lose, I might have second thoughts about this. And then my next best option is this guy named Troy Simpkin, and at that point I might as well just let NXT take over.
Haven't changed a bit.
I'd like to address the recent events surrounding the NXT Mutiny movement. After careful consideration, the official position of the board is one of neutrality. NXT Mutiny would be allowed to continue pursuing its goals. Ultimately, competition is what's best for business. Bianca says, what? Yeah, with what, Triple H? Pipe down, ladies. The real man has spoken. Wow, Bayley. That's crazy. Interesting that the guy who started NXT is deciding to sit back and let this happen. Isn't that right, Drew? Like, isn't that right? Seriously. Whatever, dog. But yeah, this has started off quite interestingly. But, first of all, I have to go and re-update my tires. But secondly, I am at time. I have to admit, this MyRise so far has started off pretty well. In my opinion, it started off pretty well. In NXT Mutiny, and the story makes sense because even IRL, a lot of NXT superstars, Shinsuke Nakamura for one, are being used for like subplots at best, you know? And it makes sense that they would be like, you know what, we're gonna forge our own destiny. Look at Braun Strowman. First, Braun Strowman gets decimated by Bronson Reed. And because Bronson Reed got hurt at War Games, they put him up against the Bloodline with Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu is like fighting neck and neck with this dude. So it's like Braun Strowman's big for no reason. Now Braun Breaker, he's, I mean, I guess since you can't have Brock Lesnar, I guess you gotta have, he's the next best thing in that regard. But I mean, look at all these other, like Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had a very mediocre title reign, and then fought Roman Reigns for the longest time only to not win. You know, like there was only a select few NXT people that actually. Wait a minute, what is this live records? That's available now? No. But yeah, so it makes sense. Can I? Alright, so let me start it with striking, defense, and running. I could do one more. Grappling. Alright. So yeah. It's an interesting take. It's an interesting take. But that's going to be it for me. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I think this year's story might actually be pretty good. Last year's was good up until the point where you could pick, you know, you could start picking like random stuff. And I'm actually glad to see Psycho Sally. Well, I'm not sure. It might be Psycho Sally. Yeah, I think it might be Psycho Sally. That I hope she returns, because she was like the highlight of the women's MyRise last year. Well, in my opinion. But that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys will consider subscribing to the channel. You know, helping us grow, helping us reach the algorithm. And you know, put a comment. Let me know what you think of the gameplay if you got the game. And again, I cannot stress enough. Search up how to beat that stage in New York, best in the world. Search up how to beat it and do it as soon as possible. Because unless they fix that mode, it is glitched to where the opponents will not kick out and they will not tap out. So, and I know this because I beat Kofi Kingston down, again, like I said earlier, I beat him down to red health on everything. And since I couldn't do a finisher or a special, I mean a signature, I even did like 10 or 15 top rope, like where you sit him on the top rope and do the move after that. He kicked out at 2 every time. So there is no way to beat it right now that I can think of without this method. So I can't stress to you enough. If you want to get the Ruby cards, go look up how to complete it and do it before they patch it out. And hopefully if they patch it out, they also fix that glitch so that you can actually beat the stages. But that's going to be it for me. Until next time, you guys know what to do. Stay blessed.